Okay, we're at the southeast corner of the house. Got some trees a little too close to the house. I get that. You know, it's kind of tight here. Moving on around through the jungle. Moving on along, we got a little bit of movement. Cracked mortar at the soldier bricks above the primary bedroom east window. Tree shouldn't be closer than 25 feet to the structure. Okay, if these soffit vents are active, this grill is too close to the soffits. Otherwise, that's vinyl siding. You got a patio grill. I do not recommend you using a patio grill beneath a vinyl soffit. This is too close to the structure. It's got copper feeder coming to it. The handle's missing. This grill has exceeded its economic life, and it would be prudent to budget for removal. I'm not even saying replacement. If you want a patio grill, get one that you can move around and put and hide or whatever, because right there is just, you'll be surprised at how much more attractive this area of the yard will look without that ugly thing there. The sliding glass doors, okay, when you step out from those doors, you're stepping down more than 7 3/4 inches. Alright, that's the stoop right there. Is that where you're supposed to step down? Really? Okay. All these bushes should be cut off of the house. Okay, these are all conducive to wood destroying insects. I can't even see the house. I can't even get to the house. They're all conducive to wood destroying insects. Carpenter ants will just use these as a bridge to attack the structure. Termites, okay, they use the shade so that they can come into the structure unknown, and all this debris is just feeding, all this cellulose debris. This is all, you know, this is just, you know, a mess. We've got some cracking between the soldier bricks at the southeast corner of the garage. Coming on along. Rain gutters should divert water farther away from the house. The garage observations are going to be limited. Alright? There's a couple places in here I can't go. There's just a couple places in here I cannot go. I cannot get to this door. Alright? Which, by the way, this door is delaminating. You can do that. Garage pedestrian door to the exterior is delaminating and splitting. It's looking like that. Coming on along here inside this. Okay, we shouldn't have bare light bulbs, pull strings instead of switches. This is a floating slab, and you can tell this slab has been heaving and breaking. Can you still park a car in here? Yeah. I mean, you could have a gravel floor. Nothing says you have to have a concrete floor. But this floor has seen better days. It's had it. Bushes touching the house. This shed is an attractive nuisance. Okay, it means it would attract curious, undeveloped minds. The curiosity attracts them. It's an attractive nuisance because there's a lot of danger in there, a lot of boo-boos, snake bites, spider bites, rat bites, tetanus shots. There's just, you know, it's a dangerous situation. You just really wouldn't put, you know, a younger child in this room, and you wouldn't invite them into this room. This needs to be removed. This shed drains water next to the house. And by the way, that's the lawn sprinkler weather sensor. More cracking between the brick and mortar. Coming on along, our driveway has some cracking in it. Driveways are beyond the scope of this inspection. The garage floor is not. But this driveway has experienced quite a bit of cracking, more so even as it gets closer to the street. Moving on along, this electric meter should be sealed on 3 sides to help moisture infiltration and penetration coming into the structure. I did not put that cover back because there's widow spiders over there, and I don't know, just don't like black widows. We have another video, you're going to see this, but that is a main water shutoff valve. It's for the exterior faucets, and again, if you use that, it's probably going to break, and then you're going to be fixing whatever it was you were fixing, and that. Okay, so you might want to find another way to turn off the water. It's discussed in another video. Stair step cracks through the brick and mortar between the laundry window and the clothes dryer vent, which does not have a flap, does not have backdraft prevention. So we've got stair step cracks right there. We have an open sewer clean out underneath the kitchen window. Open sewer clean out beneath the kitchen window. Stair step cracks beneath the kitchen window between, and also vertical crack through the brick and mortar. Through the brick and mortar, stair step vertical. These crawl space covers should have been removed. Okay, you can't have your crawl space dry enough. Even in the winter time, we might have, you know, a couple months where we have a blue northerner come through about February out of the northwest, and some freezing times. We had Snowmageddon here a couple years ago. So, you know, those are some things to take into consideration. But for the most part, you know, the crawl space is always the same temperature. It's like a cave. All right, it's nothing like the attic. It's like a cave, which, by the way, the attic has, okay, gable vents. So we've got mixed ventilation, mixed system ventilation, whether or not we have this active soffit vents. Okay, but when you get this close to the ground, our frost line is like 2 inches. So in the summertime, you know, it's cool underneath there. I expect to find it cool underneath there. In the wintertime, it's warm underneath there. It's the way it feels to us because the temperature is consistent. The temperature is consistent, so it feels cool, and compared to the attic, and it feels warm, you know, compared to the exterior ambient temperatures. Rain gutters too close, trees too close, trees too close. Let's move on up here. Again, not inspecting driveways. This is called spalling, where the surface is breaking up. You can hardly see it because of all the Doppling effect, light coming from the trees. The driveway's heaving right here. There might be a trip hazard. Got water coming down the street. Where is that? Does it come from this house? Why do we have water here? That's interesting. Okay. I don't remember seeing it. It might have. Look in another video when I was doing later in the water. Check the water meter video and see if we can get a clue there. Coming on along, we got just a little bit of stair step cracks between the brick and mortar. We're here on the north side of the front porch. The home faces west. Electric receptacle outlet, which is the only one I've seen on the exterior. Should be one on the exterior, should be one on the south side of the house next to the condensing unit. There's not any there, but we've got one here. It should have an in-use cover, kind of like a bubble cover. We've also got, by the way, a little bit of negative drainage right here. Got negative drainage, and of course the rain gutter does not discharge far enough away. It just like curls around and goes back up in there. Front exterior bib faucet, clean outs, water heater pressure relief valve is too high from the ground. This is called a water table. Okay, it's where the wall transitions. Alright, So there should be drainage provisions up here, and because this is vinyl siding, I cannot tell. I cannot tell. I doubt it, but I can't tell for sure or not. But all this ledge, this brick over here, the water table ledge brick, we've got a long horizontal crack underneath, all in the mortar, all beneath all of the brick going through there. A little bit of a stair step crack going on in there. Trees touching the house, trees touching the house. We're moving along. This is the southwest corner. Now we're on the south side of the house. Satellite dish touching the house. Gas meter is right here. We do not have 2 gas valves. That should be repainted. Moving on along. And this right here is a poison ivy patch. So I'm just not going there. I'm not going there. We've got some stair step cracks between the brick and mortar. The middle bedroom, south wall. That's what I'm thinking. And another video or some other notes, I'm calling that the primary bedroom, but maybe not.